Today I'm showing mods to help make The Sims 4 feel more realistic. I've done mod recommendation videos before. Most recently, I did a video on small mods that feel like they really changed the game for me. So I'll link that here. But let's get into the video and I'll show you the mods that help the game feel more realistic for me to play. First, I'll show you the Sim National Bank mod. So it's a phone app for your Sims. Here you can manage accounts, you can transfer money, pay bills, or open a new account. So I'm going to show you what all of this little family's accounts look like. So the basic accounts are the checking account and the savings account. The checking account, you can get a debit card for your Sims, and that will be used for their daily purchases. Here you can also transfer from or to the account. You can even see account history. I just now noticed that. And you can also set up direct deposit. I think it takes a little bit of tinkering with your own settings and preferences to figure out how you want to set up your Sim's direct deposit, because there's not just the money your Sim gets from their career, there's also lots of other ways that your Sims can make money in the game. So it takes a while to kind of figure out how you want to set it up, but I think it adds a lot of realism once you do get it set up the way that you want it. There's also the savings account, which accumulates interest once a week, I think. And then I also have a bills checking account, and I use this to pay the household bills. So let's go back out of manage accounts and go to SN Bank bills. Here you can pay your utility bills, but mine aren't due right now, so I can't really show that here. And you can choose what account it's set up with. I just clicked on pay bills with Sim National Bank. And I'm going to have it go from the bills checking account. So now I'm using my Sims SMB account to pay your bills. Also, rent will come through here. And if you live in a house, then it's like property taxes or something that your Sims pay. And here is my Sims debit card in his inventory. One thing that is difficult about this mod, if you have a Sim with very low funds, is that to use build and buy, your Sim has to have the amount you need to pay for an item in both their debit card and their household funds, because the game will look at your household funds to see whether you can afford that 3,000 simoleon TV, for example. But then when you actually purchase it, the money comes out of the debit card. And you could set it up in the settings that maybe build buy purchases don't go to the debit card. I'm not really personally sure how to set that up, but I might do that for Sims that have lower funds if I can figure out a way to do that with the mod. So sometimes when I have Sims with a very low income, I just don't get them a debit card at all until they've built up more money because of that build buy function. But overall, I really love the realism of this mod, and I'm definitely keeping it in my game. I love having it to save for my Sims kids' future. Like I'll have a whole savings account for the kids' future house or their college fund. Sometimes I'll have accounts to save for a vacation or a new house or something like that. I'm going to show you all of the mods that are in phone apps, because one of the non-phone app mods that I want to show requires my Sims to go to the hospital and do lots of things there. But the next one that I want to show is the Immersive Social Bunny mod. And I like this because you get a lot more options of what to post on Social Bunny. So just going to make a new post. My Sim is pregnant, so she can post about being pregnant. But there are lots of other things that come up here based on your Sim's day-to-day life and what they've done in that day. There's also specific ones for occult Sims. And there's also make a random post. So if your Sim just wants to post how they're feeling, basically, but it's not tied to any specific event or action that they've done, then you could choose one of these. Let's do post about being pregnant. We'll do happy, because she's in a good mood today. She's not stressed or anything. Over the moon to announce that our family is growing. Baby Ortega coming soon. So that is the Immersive Social Bunny mod. It just gives a lot more interactions for your Sims to do on Social Bunny. The next mod I'm going to show is the SimCity loans. I'm not actually going to get a loan for them because they're doing totally fine on money. But you can apply for all of these loans. You can get one per Sim. And I think they always get approved. So if your Sims want to move to a new house, but they don't have that much money, you can pretend that this is basically their mortgage. And the loan system works really well with paying them back. Like, I've never had any glitches with paying it back. When you click on which one you want to apply for, you can choose how many payments it comes with. And then you'll get a little like booklet in your inventory. It looks kind of like this, but it's yellow. And then you can choose to pay it. And if you have enough household funds, then you can pay the full amount also if you want. Next up, I want to show something, but I actually just got this in my game a few days ago myself, so I haven't really checked it out yet. But it's the Talents and Weaknesses mod by Lumpino. So let's see what her talents and weaknesses are. These are the ones that were randomly generated, but you can adjust them. You can choose what their talents and weaknesses are. But let's just see what the mod gave us first. So she has a talent of singing, so it will be easier for her to gain singing skill. But with handiness, she's clumsy and she struggles with acquiring handiness skill. This is something I might remove because she is in an art school right now, basically, and she's taking a craft class with woodworking. So she works on her handiness skill a lot. Let's go look at the settings for this mod, and they're under actions. So click on actions, talents, weaknesses, and blocked skills. So I can remove a weakness, remove a talent, remove all weaknesses or talents. And there's also blocked skills. So your Sims might get blocked and not be able to gain a specific skill because it's just really difficult for them. So you can disable or re-enable that function. You can add a talent or add a weakness. And let's check out the cheats menu also. Oh, block progress for all skills. Make Mina acquire all EA skills 2 times faster, half as fast, or set skill level for skill. So I'm going to remove one of her weaknesses, 2 of them actually. Yeah, I want to remove both of these, and then I'll give her different weaknesses. She is socially awkward, so I'll probably have like her charisma skill or something be a weakness. I also just have it in my head that she is not good at dancing. Like, she does not want to dance. So I'm going to probably take that off for her also, but let me just remove this other weakness. And then let's do add a talent. I want to add the painting one for her, since she is an art lover. Add a weakness. Let's do charisma, and I'll do dancing. Okay, so here is her new traits panel. I really like this for giving your Sims their natural talents and weaknesses based on their traits and things like that. I think it's nice to have something like that. Next up, I'm going to show a mod that I have talked about before in another mod video. I talked about it in my storytelling mods recommendation video, but it's the Relationships, Family, and Pregnancy mod by Lumpino. And here we have a lot of options. There's adoption, insemination and surrogacy, makeup and breakup, lots of other things. And there's also a jealousy category if your Sim has cheated. There's like jealousy and infidelity options. There's paternity tests and everything like that. But this Sim is pregnant, so let's just do a couple of interactions here. I might do organized to provide for the baby. And if you click on your Sim, there are also more interactions. Hello, get out of my house. I clicked on the Sim I'm controlling, and here's some more options. She can decide to always be faithful under the jealousy menu. She can decide to stop being friends or not become friends with certain Sims, not become romantic with other Sims. And under pregnancy and family, she can go to different classes. She can discover baby number and gender. You can adjust her thoughts on having children or offspring's gender. And something else I really like is that if your Sim does not want children, you can choose what their reason is. Maybe they just don't want one right now, or they already have enough children, or they never want to have children. So you can choose that. The next mod I'm going to show is the Language Barriers mod, and that adds languages to the game. So your Sim will have their native languages, and that's based on either where they're born. If you just load into a household and your Sims live in Sulani, then they'll have the Toki Sulani language as their native language. Or your Sims can gain a native language by talking to their parents as toddlers, and they'll build up a skill in that language. Or if you want to give your Sims specific native languages, then you can. I'll show you what the menu looks like. Just go to languages, native languages. You can add or remove a native language. You can also set language preference. and add the native multilingual trait, which I'll give to him because he has two native languages. And that makes it easier for them to learn more languages. The mod also comes with a trait, language savant. It makes it easier for them to pick up languages too. So he is a Simlish native and a Komorebigo native. And then Mina over here, she has a lot of native languages. She grew up with 4 adults. Basically, it was a huge household. It was like an 8-sim household. And so she has 4 native languages, but on top of that, I think she has 5 actually. Wait, how many does this girl have? Toki Sulani. That's because she grew up in Sulani. So that's that one. But then the other native languages she has is because of the 4 adults who were around her growing up. And all of them exclusively spoke one language to the 3 kids in the household. She also speaks Tartosiano, Windenburgish, Simlish, and Salvadoradian. You can click on other Sims, and under Actions, you can switch languages with them. So ask to use one of these, and then if it's something that your Sim doesn't really know, so she doesn't really know any Komorebigo, then the amount of interactions available between them for conversation will decrease. They won't be able to talk about as many things. I really like this mod for showing a Sim's culture and heritage and the language getting passed on through generations, but I also really like it in a bit of a romantic way. So maybe he didn't speak any Simlish. Maybe he only spoke Komorebigo, and she wanted to learn it to like impress him and be able to talk to him because she thought he was cute. So I like it for that reason also. And if you have high school years and you go to active school, you can choose a language for your Sim to study in school. There are textbooks you can purchase as books. And if you have any toddlers and you have the little Wabbit tablet, they can also learn languages from there, like little kid iPad games. The next mod I'm going to show, we're finally going to leave their little apartment because this is the Pandasama childbirth mod. So she already knows she's pregnant, so I'm not going to do like a pregnancy test. But if I go to her phone and click on the home icon, she can call the obstetrician, and here you can set up what type of birth you plan to give. With her, I think I'm going to do natural delivery, but then I'm going to go back to this menu and do pregnancy checkups because I want her to go to the hospital and show how that works. So let's do natural delivery. And then another menu comes up where you just confirm that you want this option. So choose this option. And then we're going to call back and do pregnancy checkups. So this will take us to the hospital, and we're going to go with her fiance. When you load into this hospital with a pregnant Sim, there's going to be obstetricians and doctors who appear outside, and then you can talk to them to do different interactions. So we're going to do get pap test, and then you can also get blood work done. You can get an ultrasound. There are certain items you need to place down in the hospital for this to work. And I actually built this hospital, so you can download that from the gallery if you want. I didn't put the modded items in it, so there's no CC. But if you have this mod, then you have to place down certain items for the mod to be able to work. There's even like a ball here for them when they're in labor. The version on the gallery doesn't have the ball or some of the other equipment, but it looks like this pretty much. And here's a bathroom for patients. Here's the exam room and the little testing area. Because in the games version, like the default hospital, I felt like the testing area was so far away from the little patient exam area. So I just put them super close together. And then I put the baby delivery room right here. So in the gallery, there's just like one bed in the middle here for baby delivery. And then I made like a doctor rest area. So we're going to get the pap smear test. So she gets up here and she gets the pap smear test. And then I'm also going to have her do blood work. There are also more cute interactions that come with this mod. So if you click on a love seat or something, you can do nap together. They can also read to the baby while they're in bed. They could do lots of fun things. So she's getting her blood work done. And then the last thing I'm going to show now is to get an ultrasound. Okay, here's the little ultrasound. It looks like you're expecting a healthy baby. Yay! The ultrasound scan shows that you're expecting a healthy baby boy. And I think there are ultrasound preferences also, so you can probably choose not to have them tell you the gender if you want. I'm going to show you more of that mod near the end of the video. I'll have her actually go into labor and show you what that's like with the mod. But I'm going to show a few more mods and then we'll get around to her being in labor and everything so you can see the rest of the childbirth mod. The next couple of mods I'm going to show are at the gym. So we're just going to go down here, and this is the realistic swimming mod. So he can't really do that much because you unlock certain things like back floating, for example, at level 2 of the skill. And the reason I got this is because I didn't like that so many things are categorized under the fitness skill. Like I want things like swimming to be its own skill. So that's why I first got it, but I also really loved the mod. So he has level 1 swimming, and he can actually die if he's not careful. Like he can drown. It's up to level 3 that there's a risk of drowning, but level 2 there's less risk than at level 1, and you'll get a little moodlet warning you that your sim has been swimming too long without having any swimming skill basically, and then you can get them out of the pool. So you can take swimming lessons, and if you're in school, you can join the swimming club at school. The swimming club kind of directly feeds into the career. But if you're not in the swimming club in school, then of course you can still join the swimming career once your sim is a young adult. So here it is, professional swimmer. And there are multiple paths that you can take with this career. It's not just one career path. There's also a swimmer certificate you can use. And also, if you have island living, the mod kind of revamps the lifeguard career so that you need certain swimming skills and certifications to go up in the career. And it's a good thing we're at the gym for the next mod that I want to show. So let's go talk to the health club staff. And this is from the healthy living mod. Okay, he's already a club member. But you can ask the receptionist about club membership options. And I think the only thing you need to put in the gym for that to work is a computer and like a desk, of course. There are also some other sims that work here. There is also a nutritionist. Simwell Health Club, you can ask about the Healthy Habit Lifestyle program or ask about nutrition and diet ideas. And with the gym trainer, you can ask for a gym training plan also, and they'll give you exercises to do. On the phone, let's go to Deep Indigo and go to the Healthy Living Hub. So there are classes that your sims can take, and these are rabbit holes, but your sim will get like a moodlet, and I think they get like a little fitness boost when you go to them. We just can't go to them right now because it's not during the class hours. And with the spa stuff, those are also rabbit holes your sim will go to and like get a massage and come back. And that's really nice for people who don't have spa day. Your sim will still get the little moodlet and everything when they come home. So let's take a look at the shop. You can buy yoga mats, meditation stools, you can buy fitness equipment, soccer balls, footballs. You can also buy scales. And these will show your sims like body fat percentage and your metabolism type and lots of stuff. There's also these smart fit watches. Check biometric data, get news alerts, and more. And then there's also protein shakes you can get and other supplements. But what I want him to do is do the meal plan service. Since they have a lot of money, like why not? Let's take a look. The Sage Carrot Healthy Meal Service. So a variety box, you can choose meal types, number of days, choose meal a la carte, low fee trial meal kit. I like doing a la carte ones instead of just choosing a meal type. So let's just look at those. Let's just order some stuff. Avocado corn salad, baked cauliflower salad, baked potato. And here's dinners, baked salmon. There's vegetarian menu also. And then there's also some smoothies too. They're in his inventory right now. So I'm going to go home and put these in the refrigerator. And then actually, let me just put a couple of them down so you can see the quality on these. Look how good that looks. Like, there's the poke bowl, there's the chow mein. Okay, there's the chow mein, and there's the chia pudding thing. That scared me so much. Oh, and something I didn't show with the childbirth mod is that you can actually get a little ultrasound. Maybe I'll put that out here. They have this photo of them, but I'll move that to the side and put this here so they can see it while they're eating breakfast every morning. And you can put a little picture frame on it, and that goes in the inventory. So you put this here, and then you can put the ultrasound on top of it. Cute! There's their little ultrasound scan. The next mods I'll recommend are all from Deep Indigo, like the Healthy Living one was. So, one of those mods is the Healthcare Redux mod, and that's all accessed by clicking on your sim. You can also do it from the phone, but from the phone, they have to like get out their phone and do the interaction, whereas clicking on them, it's just automatic. It brings up the menu. So we can go to the doctor, go to the hospital if, your sim gets in an accident or something, go to acupuncturist. There's genetic counseling, get vaccinated, allergy shot, donate blood, healthcare insurance. To be honest, I don't really notice this affecting my game, like the health insurance, but we also have order from pharmacy, and there is over the counter stuff that you can get from here. Yeah, lots of stuff here. So I'll just scroll through and show you that. There's also the game's regular medicine. You can access that through here too. And then under go to doctor, you can go to a well visit, but it's only after a certain amount of time has passed from your previous well visit. So this sim has gone too recently. If you have some kind of new illness coming up that you need to get diagnosed, then you can go to a specialist. If your sim does some kind of sports job or even clubs at school, like cheerleading, if they're doing cheerleading practice and they get injured, then you can go to the sports medicine clinic. There's gynecologist, which is like general checkups, and then obstetrician if your sim is pregnant. My sim already went to the obstetrician during this trimester, so she doesn't have to go again until the next trimester. But what I want to do is go to genetic counseling because I think she might have something that could pass on to her child. So we're going to find out. Healthcare services, genetic counseling. She's going to go off into a rabbit hole and we'll see what the doctors have to say for her. Family medical history. A chronic condition, diabetes, runs in Mina's family as part of the family health history, and it's likely that, should she have children, it will be inherited by Mina and her offspring. I do remember that. Yeah, her family has had diabetes. I think I might get her into third trimester and then have her go into labor. I'll show the Pandasama childbirth mod actual delivery. And then I'm going to go to another household to show the last two mods for this video. So we're going to have the baby at the hospital join, and her fiance is going to come with her. We're at the hospital again. Your sim needs to be 10 centimeters dilated to be able to give birth, unless they're doing like a C-section. You can also ask for an epidural. You can ask to check dilation, but I'm going to do some things to help with her dilation. So let's do a breathing exercise. I have no idea what I'm going to name this baby. This is my actual like personal save file. So yeah. And if he clicks on her, he can offer support. So let's just see what that looks like. Get over there. Since she is. Dude, you're just gonna stand there? He's pretending it's not even happening. He's trying to disassociate right now. Oh, that's such a cute animation. And then he gave her a little forehead kiss. We're going to have her go for a walk, walking around in the freezing cold in just a robe. You go, girl. You got this. I'm gonna have her work on the exercise ball next. Oh, ask Cortez for a back massage. Maybe we'll do that and then exercise. So we're going to see what the back massage looks like. It's a cute animation. Cortez is willing to give as many massages as needed. He wishes there were more he could do to help his partner. Cute. And there's one more interaction I'm going to show, and that's sway together. And that's a cute animation too. We're going to ask a doctor to check our dilation next and see how far along she is. 3 centimeters. Okay. It's got to be 10 centimeters unless you're doing like a C-section. Then you can just start delivery as soon as you get to the hospital. I'm going to have her be able to give birth immediately so I can show what that looks like. So now I can click on the hospital bed and do the give birth interaction. And it is realistic, but I have the sensors on, so it should be fine. Okay, girl, it's time to go. I still don't know what I'm going to name the baby. I think I'm going to name the baby Felix because it means happy. This was a very long decision. I've been pausing the game for like the past 20 minutes to choose that name. So yeah, here is the interaction, the give birth interaction. He's staring off into the middle distance like he usually does. But I think there's an interaction where he can give support or something. Let's see. Okay, so he can join. Let's do that. He's very tense. You're doing a great job. Keep going just a bit more. I love you so much, and I am so proud of you. Since she
Oh, no,
he gave up. since she is. He just fainted. He just fainted. Oh my god. Okay, well, Felix, I haven't had a sim faint from that before. Oh, the baby's not even out yet. Here he is. Dude is still dead on the floor. Let's get up close. Wait, the baby is so small. Oh, okay. Yeah, wait. First person mode. Oh, we have the whole sensory thing there. Okay, well, we can see the baby's eyes. That's so cute. Oh, he's alive now. Come on, sir. I'm back in their house and I'm just gonna put up the baby footprint and the birth certificate somewhere. Cute. Baby print and birth certificate. And now I'm gonna show the last two mods. Oh, and if you remember earlier about the SimCity loans mod, this sim has a loan in his inventory, so I'm just gonna have him pay that. Okay, so he paid that. So for these last two mods, we have the Divergent Sims mod. So here is the menu under mental health services. You can go get a psychiatry consultation, you can do therapy, family support therapy, and if you have a prescription, then you can get it here also. This sim has post-traumatic stress disorder, and then the other sims in the household, this sim has ADHD. I will also show you the cheats menu for the Divergent Sims mod. So let's go to actions, a Deep Indigo mod cheats, and then Divergent Sims cheats. You can assign disorders or conditions, increase or decrease the esteem level, choose neurotypical or neurodivergent, or you can remove the specific condition or disorder that they have. You can randomly assign things or choose specific things for your sim. I feel like this is a very realistic mod to have. And the last mod I'm going to show is the Education Overhaul mod, also by a Deep Indigo. So if you click on the computer and you click school, you can see different school enrollment options. So we can enroll in a school for the occult. This sim is a mermaid, so she could do that. There's also virtual school, and there's some private schools, boarding schools, independent schools, things like that. And depending on the school, for example, if you do a private school, there's an application process. It doesn't take that long if your sim just goes through it all in one day. They can also study on here, and I think this helps complete their homework. If you don't feel like using the homework booklet, you can study on the computer and study specific topics. This mod also adds some topics to the actual homework book. There are these ones on the textbook. And then the mod also has a lot of different smaller modules that you can add to it depending on what kind of gameplay you want. So you can add field trips or science days, art days, and things like that. And they all come in the same file, so you'll download them all, and then you could just delete the ones that you don't want. There's also the academic aptitude test. I like this as like some kind of standardized test that just boosts some of their grades, I think. If you have the University Application Overhaul mod, also from a Deep Indigo, then you can take this as part of their university application. Otherwise, I think it's just a boost for their school grades, but you can pretend that it's like a standardized test for university or something. So that is all of the mods I wanted to show today for adding realism to your game. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please let me know if you've used these or if you have any other realistic mod recommendations, or if you want to try any of the ones that I recommended now that you've seen them. But that's everything for today. If you haven't already, please make sure to like and subscribe so you can see when I post more videos. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!